Hello everyone, MFPallytime here. Welcome back to Divinity Original Sin 2. This is episode number 3. In the past episode, right at the very end, we found ourselves a new companion. This is Fane. I have him set up to be a summoner right now. Keep in mind, the first episode has not actually released yet. We haven't gotten that far yet. We're still all recording these on the first night. It's actually about 4:30 in the morning right now. And I'm still going pretty strong. I have a mod installed for Fane that allows his summon to basically last forever, so we can keep it going outside of combat. I thought that would be a good quality of life thing, because oftentimes in combat, a summoner will lose his pet, and then it doesn't really seem like they could do much of anything. But now that I'm walking around with a poison pet that could just kind of keep him alive, it seems a little strong, so we may be removing that too. There's a little bit of tweaking going on in here. A little bit of learning going on in here. Other than that, we went in town and helped an elf who was being like shaken down, I guess is the right. Well, she more or less being mugged for protection money, and if she didn't pay it, they were going to hurt her. We beat down the thug that was doing that. She told us about a safe place, which is a cave in town. We ventured in there and saw some refuge of people hiding out away from the thug that kind of ran everything. We found an elf that was locked up and found out that we could help him out of there by getting some fruit that was stolen from the kingpin in town, the leader in town. I believe his name was Griff. Turns out Griff was smuggling things in those oranges. We confronted him on it, said we would not tell him where we got the oranges from, and he decided to attack us with all of his goons. We had to run away, teleport out of town to safety, and now we find ourselves up here. This is not where we ended the last video. We're slightly off to the left. We ended the video right here. There was a shovel here that we could pick up, and you may recall in that cave, in that sanctuary that we found, there was an area on the ground that we needed to dig in order to uncover what was inside, and now we can make our way over there and do that. With Fane in combat, however, I'm thinking we might have what it takes to confront those alligators one more time. We have a fire minion or a poison minion with us right now. We have 2 fire spells rather than the one that we had originally. We may just be able to take down those vicious animals, but time will tell. We need to be really weary about where we walk here. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and do a little autosave. Just inside these walls here are all of the goons of Griff that are currently mad at us. So if we venture too close to that, things are not going to go too well for us. I think as long as we hug this tent, we should be okay. Just barely, though. Just barely. I do fully intend on getting this elf out of there.
Worse than war rations, these.
It's just going to be difficult to do when Griff has that many goons in town. So we need to... Whoa! They're all mad at me. I wonder if we could do this now. Did everyone forget about these toads over here? Because I certainly did not. Here, let's see how many we can poison. That hit 3. Several of them are immune to poison. So let's just send up the Summon of Fane to distract these guys. And then I think I'm going to be running right over to those caves to get out of here. Yeah, one attack was enough to get through all my gear. I'm good. Good luck, Fane. I know we just met, but I believe in you. You could do that. Now, Fane might actually be able to do this on his own because he can heal in that poison. Wow, we might actually be onto something here. Let's see. They do have some electricity frogs as well. But if these guys attack Fane with poison, he should be fine. If they melee him like that, well, he won't be fine at all. Fane does have 3 abilities. He has Dimensional Bolt, Elemental Totem, and Summon Incarnate. Incarnate is our pet that we have over here. Again, that is a poison incarnate. So we should be able to summon a totem right here that can kind of fight these toads. It'll just kind of shoot them at will. If we, just the same as the incarnate, if we summon that in the poison, it becomes a poison totem. But because we didn't summon it in poison, it's just a normal, does physical damage kind of totem deal. Yeah, it's the melee attack that's really going to be the issue here. I think we'll be fine. It's kind of looking like we'll be okay. Oh, well, they killed my totem right away. God, the combat in this game right now is so incredibly difficult. Oh, Fane's actually getting shocked now. Don't worry, Fane actually has a secret weapon if he's not stunned. I think he's just dead. I think we immediately got this companion, and we're just gonna leave him to die. Sorry, Fane. But hey, we're okay over here. Did Fane make it out? Fane's no longer stunned. Where is this toad hopping off to? No, Fane's definitely dead. Wasn't a toad hopping over here? What is it doing? Oh, it looks like they're aggroing something in town. They're going after the Magisters!
Healing!
Yeah, Fane, you're totally dead, bud. But they're going after the Magisters. That's great news for us. They might actually kill off a few of those frogs. So when someone dies in this game, when there's 2 players alive, what happens is that the spirit of that player just kind of lingers. So once a few more of these guys kind of get away from Fane, I'd be happy to go over and resurrect him.
The soldier stands to attention.
Is there anything I can buy from you? We're actually a little low in the money department right now. We have some health flasks and poison flasks. I mean, do you want these shells? I don't really think we need water resistance right now, but of course, as you can imagine, shells don't sell for very much. Thanks, man. Let's see, how's it looking out there, Fane? All right, I'm gonna come get you. So, we should be able to do this without entering combat if we position properly. We have to use one of our resurrection scrolls on him to bring him back up, to bring him alive. Or dead. I don't know. Fane's a skeleton, so I'm not sure how to really classify this, but you just bring him back right in front of the cave. That did put us back in combat momentarily, but we could simply exit combat again or sit here and try to stay alive. Don't you dare auto-attack Fane. How are these Magisters holding up? It doesn't seem like they're doing too well. So Fane can actually just dip inside here. I have an extra bedroll for him. We can put that on his bar. Fane can use the bedroll and then come back out to help me fight once more. So with those 2 things combined, we might actually be okay versus this one fucking frog. I'm gonna go ahead and knock him down and move in for some melee attacks here. He does have a decent amount of magical armor, but just gonna go ahead and use my ignition. Might be enough to get through. Wasn't quite enough. That will eat through his armor there, his magic armor there. We might actually be able to stun him. There's a small amount of water that's electrocuted. Am I seeing that right? Electrified water. So we now have a water infusion summon here to help us in combat. This bad boy should... Well, I thought... Is it because he's electricity and this guy's electricity? All right, well, he's not going to do us any good, but hey, we could walk him slightly over to the left. I can't tell if the Magisters are winning this battle at all. God, there's so much poison everywhere. I believe there's more Magisters over here, and we just don't see them. I should be able to get a few auto attacks off in here. Get us moving in the right direction. That poison doesn't look too healthy for you. Whoa! Look at that thing, it's getting up to the high ground! I will say, one of my big complaints with this game, and I was looking for a mod to try to remedy this, but one of my big complaints is just that when you have this many opponents in combat, combat seems to last forever. It seems to just keep going because each individual person has to make their move. Each individual person has to take their time to think about what they're doing, and it can take so incredibly long. Are we in trouble here, or are they going a little bit deeper in there? They went a little bit deeper. All right. So the Magisters have their hands full over here. In fact, they might be losing. Walter the Paladin, I think, needs to hop inside and use his bedroll to heal back up, break combat that way. We can send our little summon forward, though. And hopefully he could beat that guy up just a little bit. Yeah, she's just getting annihilated. Well, I mean, to be totally honest, I'm not that upset about the loss of Magisters. I'm not that upset. Okay, we're gonna send our Incarnate forward. This is a venomous spider. So we should be able to shock that one. Another Magister down. I'm not sure where that leaves us, but I'm gonna head straight inside and use my bedroll to heal up. Fane's still in combat. We could summon a totem on this fire here. And hopefully that will attack that frog. We'll step back outside with Walter and end Fane's turn. Not so lucky. They're pretty far up on the hill there. Oh, never mind. He's coming down. I'm wondering if it would be... Oh, they're clearly fighting something. Oh, yeah. More Magisters are definitely located up in this area. Maybe after we finish off our toad, we could venture up. We just need to be so careful because everyone in this area is mad at us, too. Yeah, we got a couple frogs to deal with. Now, remember, if poison hits Fane, Fane will heal. How's their health doing? They seem like they're just getting owned too. All right, I'm gonna try to whittle these two toads down next to us and then we'll figure out what we want to do from there. It looks like we're attracting more attention though. More attention that I don't really want. We could just drop aggro by walking inside, right? Now, the frogs out there should path back to the Magisters a little bit. We're fully restored. We're good to go. And it looks like we've cleared out this area. Combat's still going on over here, correct? We can't see that far. No, 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 they all reset. They all reset. But there are a few toads lighter. Now here's something that I think is interesting. If we try to fight these guys over here again, which, by the way, appear to be in combat right now. One thing we can do is have Fane attack the ground right here because he's using a fire wand. Summon an Incarnate here. Summon an elemental up ahead that'll spread oil. Or a totem up ahead that'll spread oil. And now we might be able to best these crocodiles over on the far side of the screen, especially if they come over one at a time. That oil will slow them down. We can ignite that oil. So we have a few, things going for us over here. We may just fight ourselves out of this corner that we find ourselves in because so many fucking people are mad at us right now. All right, here goes nothing. He's just slightly out of range. So I'm going to move up away from Fane so they don't oil both of us, but in range of this guy. We actually gain the high ground advantage here. And we are going to try to set both of these guys on fire. I did break the totem in the process, but I would say it was pretty successful nonetheless. And I'm just going to throw my shield in as well. And with my last points, encourage our two allies here. Now, Fane can summon in another totem every single turn. We can drop that right in that fire there. That's going to be a fire totem, so it's going to keep the damage going. And we can try our Dimensional Bolt, which does a random element damage. Looks like we dealt electricity that time. All right, our Incarnate is up and ready to go. Let's throw some fire out on these guys. Keep them burning. Keep the damage up. Now, he is immune to fire damage, but also on top of that, because he is a fire Incarnate, He will actually heal in this stuff as well. So he can walk right up to the alligator, take damage by that thing. I guess it's a crocodile, excuse me. Take damage by that thing and should live to tell the tale. Nailed it. All right. I don't think this source hound is going to last too much longer. Remember, we were over here fighting earlier and 2 magisters died in this area. An archer and a swordsman. We may be able to get some of their loot. Now, we are still a long-range character. I definitely don't want to be in that oil. We're out of the oil, right? I can't ignite here to deal, once again, more fire damage. Igniting the oil in the process. And then I think I am going to back up. We're going to try to play this as long-range as possible while we can. If we don't attract the massive amount of crocodiles here, we have a better chance of actually being successful here. We're summoning another totem. This will once again attack the crocodiles. Hit him with a dimensional bolt. Once again, picking lightning. And he should burn to death if he doesn't die to the totem. All right, we're making some progress, boys. We're making some progress. This guy's going to walk right into the fire. He's going to have to deal with us. Our Incarnate is up in the front line, ready to deal some damage. Because he's a fire incarnate, he also deals fire damage with every auto attack as well. So it goes right past all of these guys' physical armor that they have. They have 9 physical armor. We're bypassing that and dealing damage directly to their HP because they don't have that magical armor to protect them. Okay, this is not looking that bad. Let's walk up, throw our shield. Try to splash as much damage as we can, and then I'll bide my turn. All right, that source hound is going to be taken down, but I hope, I pray that it bought us enough time to be successful here. Once again, we're going to summon in another totem. We have a wall of totems protecting us. If these guys walk up, we are good to go. We got artillery to the dimensional bolt again. Favoring lightning one more time, this time shocking the crocodile, which means it's going to be stunned for a turn. The second saltwater crocodile approaching us is on fire currently, but did manage to hit us both with oil. Considering we weren't really planning on moving, I don't know if that's that big of a deal. The crocodile does manage to fend off our Incarnate. But I think we got this, boys. I think we're doing okay. Now, I cannot use ignition here because both Walter and Fane are stuck in that oil. So, one thing I could have done was delay my turn, but I think I'd rather get a little bit more fire out of here. Another obstacle we have is that this right side used to be ablaze, and now it's covered in a smoke cloud. So I'm going to use a little bit more of my AP, just shuffle over here to the left so I can get a view of these 2 crocodiles here. One of them is dead, but this one should take a pretty decent amount of damage. Another thing I could do is just knock this crocodile on the left down. Never mind, missed by an inch. That's unfortunate. Also, that knockdown ability that we have on Walter does clear ground effects. So if an area is a little too dangerous for us to move into, we can actually make it a little bit more hospitable. Once again, summoning another totem, firing off another dimensional bolt. He's burning this time. I think we did it, boys! We finally made progress! Oh. Uh-oh, the totems are starting to die off, though. What is this, 5 crocodiles remain? They're still spreading oil, but I think we're okay. 1 down. No, please don't walk into the... If he walks into the fire, or walks into the oil, it will ignite on me. It will deal damage to me. So we need to back up and throw our shield. It's our best option here. And I'm going to go ahead and shields up to get some of my defenses back on Walter. Now, what we really need to do is move Fane out of the oil on this turn so ignition can be used next turn. These crocs should have a cooldown on that spell. We can summon another Incarnate here in the fire. And another totem I did want to move, but this seems like a good idea too. We'll just bide our time. Totems are attacking, not applying any fire. We can, with the Incarnate, spread some fire back even further, igniting these two crocodiles in the back. And then I'll go ahead and move this little Incarnate up to the front line. And we'll actually... I don't think we can taunt. We'll stay here for our turn. And hopefully we get another one. Even though the fire totems may not be dealing a lot of damage right now, they are soaking up attacks from these guys, which is so important considering how weak we are. We could potentially taunt one of these. Taunt is resisted by physical armor, and we actually don't have a way of removing that. So I'm just going to try to set this guy on fire. Deal our fire damage. Looks like it can't ignite them. He took one hit for the majority of his HP bar, and there's the second. Our Incarnate goes down once more. If I move back, he is going to hit me pretty hard. So we'll move into him and attack. Now I am going to move to the higher ground over here, which is going to cost me the majority of my AP. But I think we're doing well. This crocodile actually backing up, trying to find a way around the fire, which is going to be a little hard considering there's so much oil around as well. His progress was slowed. We're going to summon in another fire totem.
I'll yield to none.
And then move Thane out of the fire as well. Oh my god, it feels good to make progress. It feels so good. So, we want as much fire here as possible. So we'll do something like this. And then throw out an ignition as well. Now we can use this oil that they've been laying down turn after turn after turn as once again another deterrent to keep them at bay. So we'll just walk Walter back here so they have to run through that to get to us, making even more obstacles for them. Another totem back here by us and a dimensional bolt on this crocodile may actually finish it off this turn.
Prepare yourself.
I hope. Oh, it's so close. It's so close. Okay, boys. That croc will die this turn. Let's shields up. Inspire Fane. And we'll move closer to the battle. And, you know, take some fire damage on accident. Can we knock this guy down? We did! And that was enough to level us up finally! Oh my goodness. Finally! Overcoming some obstacles, boys! Fane and Walter, they're doing it! The dynamic duo! They're so different but work so well together! Now the real question is, do these crocs have anything we can actually use? Just a bunch of teeth. Some essences, we could sell those. The Source Hound had nothing on its body. What about this swordsman over here, the Magister that died in the last episode? A haste scroll. Now that was a gold mine. That was actually the most amount of gold we've gotten off of any NPC yet. This was actually the Magister Archer, I believe it was. The swordsman over here. Hopefully he has relatively the same amount of loot. You know what? Better than nothing. That's for sure. That's for sure. Okay, so we can level up. We have points to spend here. We're going to go for Constitution, and we're going to go for Strength. This is for Walter, of course. Then in this tree, we are going to put some more points into... Do I want to go Pyro to increase the damage? I mean, so far, there's been so many enemies on screen that we haven't had too many opportunities to actually go in and attack stuff. So I think we'll do that. I think we'll do 2 more points in Pyro. Although, again, my intention of the character is to walk right into battle and not be afraid. Now, this is one of the important levels where we actually gain another talent trait thing, whatever these are. which can be very, very valuable. They can help a lot, and it's important to make the right decision here. It's really important. We can do a picture of health. Gives you 3% vitality for each point in warfare. We have 4 points in warfare, so that's 12% increased vitality. Bringing us up from 107 health to 117. That'll get better over time. Don't you worry. That scales up quite well. And then for Fane, we definitely need to get Fane Lone Wolf. Now, Lone Wolf, we didn't actually talk about this. I told you that I took Lone Wolf, but what it allows you to do is make it so your up to 2 party members can be just as strong as 4. They can scale up crazy strong. Specifically, I know I'm covering it up, so we have to go away, but we're still technically out of character. Lone Wolf provides 2 plus max AP, 2 AP recovery, 30% vitality, 30% physical armor, 30% magical armor, and doubled invested points in attributes and combat abilities, except for polymorph, while you are adventuring solo or with at most 1 companion. These bonuses are temporarily removed when you are more than 2 party members in your current party. So this is it. This is all we got. But Fane should get significantly stronger now, going from 79 health up to 119. That's huge. Almost doubled. Almost doubled. His points in leadership do nothing for me, but we're going to invest some more in his summons. Summons start with 25% more vitality, damage, physical armor, and magic armor. Just makes everything he summons better. And then we're going to put points into constitution and intelligence for Fane, because really that's all he's ever going to need. That's all he's ever going to need. Finally, we made some progress in combat. Finally, we killed off something that was defeating us. Now, the real question is, do we try our hand at the frogs again? Do we try our hand at the magisters? Do we fight anything at all? I believe there's actually only 4 frogs left. All of them poison. So that benefits Fane quite a bit. Where are you, Fane? Oh, there you are. So, I'll tell you what. Fane, attack the ground. Let's get you a flame incarnate in here. Now, this is the part, by the way, that seems really fucking overpowered. The fact that I can prime a incarnate before combat starts. This is what I think makes the mod really, really, really strong. And why we might disable it. But I feel like I need every advantage I can get right now. All right, boys. So this is how we're going to start combat. We're going to have Fane attack this. Summon in a totem. And then we're going to hit these guys with some flame daggers. Or some fire in general. Let's move up with 2 AP on the Incarnate. And then we can hit... Okay, there was more than 4. There was more than 4. Oh no, we might have to retreat again. Wow, that was a big hit. That was a huge hit. Okay, we currently don't have any fire on the ground, so I'm going to turn all the poison currently on the ground into fire. And we need this for Fane. He needs this. With the rest of my points, I'll try to get to the high ground. And maybe finish off this guy on the left. I think that's all I can do. Let's go ahead and make our way back to the cave just in case we need that. These guys are burning. They're burning. And good, they're attacking me instead of Fane. All right. Let's get another totem out. Another flame totem, more importantly. And we have a fire wand, too. So we should be able to do a lot of damage to these guys. Oh, the totem missed. That's bad. Oh my god, I think we might be able to actually fight back these toads. I think it's happening! I think it's happening! Oh my god! The Incarnate is down. Fire totem's down. This guy actually isn't burning. But he just lit his friend on fire. Why'd you do that? Where's this dude going? He just attacked the blood for no reason. They just want to watch the world burn. All right, we need to get out of this poison. Armor up. Let's encourage Fane. Fane, you can fucking do it, buddy. And toss our shield over here. It didn't do much, but every little bit helps, right? This guy might actually burn to death. We're back in poison. That's fine. Another totem in the fire. Another elemental in the fire. And an auto attack on the already burning frog. Okay, I'm a little on fire. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm just on the edge. Ah! Ah! All right, we're in, boys. We're in. Finally. Finally. He's just spreading more fire around. We don't care. I mean, he is hitting us with some poison. I don't think the Incarnate is actually healing in the fire. I think I misspoke about that, or was not informed enough about that. They just keep hitting Walter with poison. Yeah, I'm totally okay with all of this happening. We have one toad way over here doing who the fuck knows what. Oh, he's coming in with the big boy flank. Uh-oh. Yeah, we might have to worry about that. What we can do, though, is move to the left and ignite. I was hoping that would kill these two up on the high ground. Not quite. Maybe a slam will do the trick. Nice! Beautiful! And then with the rest of our turn, God, we're poisoned. That's not good for us. Let's use our restoration scroll. I don't want to use our scrolls this early, but I think we have to. Or I can eat an apple. Eat an apple. Drink some wine. Hey, that'll do. Eh, we're just a little drunk. We need another elemental, and we need it now. And let's try to hopefully... Actually, is he too far out of range? We'll step timidly to our left. And I believe that'll be our turn. I don't know if the totems are actually capable of inflicting a status effect. Oh, that's gonna spread more fire! Oh, good, he didn't hit Fane. All right, this guy flanking behind us is actually the biggest threat here. Oh, so close to being dead. So close. Let's go ahead and get Fane's defenses back up. Nice. Oh, he's leaping in. Oh, we chained the fire together. All right, bud. This is how this is gonna play out. I'm gonna walk all the way over here. And there's not a damn thing you can do about it, Toads. Now Walter's safe in the cave. You can go ahead and heal up for him. Fane's holding his own, actually. Fane's doing really well so far, but now he's gonna have the intention of all of these guys on him. Good burn there. Totem next to this guy, and look who's feeling better and coming out of the caves. To attack later this turn. It's our paladin, Walter. Oh, he took a lot of damage. I like how easy it is to take threat away from Fane. Like, everyone just wants to attack me. I don't understand. All right. We have all of our abilities off of cooldown. Looks like the shock guy jumped up there. He's dead this turn. Let's move in range for what I hope is an ignition. Beautiful. You got it, Fade. Take him down. And we are finally moving forward. I guess only one thing remains, right? We need to beat the goons in the middle of town. Oh my goodness, man. Now again, all of the enemies that we've killed in this video so far, I know this has been a lot of combat for one video. All the enemies we have killed have just been added in by a mod. These will not be here in a normal playthrough. But I wanted to add difficulty, and I wanted to change up my gameplay experience because I have played this first act so many times. That being said, I hope the combat translates well onto YouTube. You can let me know. I hope it's interesting. I hope it's tactical. I hope you like the fact that I can cheese stuff, and I hope you find that enjoyable. Because it's so enjoyable to play. Alright, moving forward on the beach. There's arms on the ground. Intestines on the ground. Corpses. And we find this guy over here eating corpses.
The creature heaves through lips gummed with human gore. It turns to you with great effort, pain apparent in every movement, and madness screams from its wide, bloodshot eyes.
You. Quite lost. Careful, or they'll cross your wires. Now, a little query. Where grows the yarrow? Quickly now, for I haven't much time.
I'm gonna slowly back away, avoiding his bloodshot eyes.
You want to leave? You want to go? Tell me where the yarrow grows. Tell me now, or shall I pick your parts clean too? It's easy.
So as a scholar, we can suggest that, so yarrow is a plant. Where we started the episode at, where I got that shovel, you can actually find some there if you wanted to. I didn't pick it up. There's also another way to solve this mission, just to give you a hint. By interacting with yarrow. But we didn't do that either. So I'm gonna try the scholar option. Suggests that it prefers drier climes. Yarrow is likely to grow on sunny cliffs above this beach.
Are you mad? Yarrow loves the beach. Yarrow loves the sand, the waves, the wind in her hair. You're better off without a top. You're better off uncrossed.
That clearly wasn't what he wanted to hear. And he's gonna use Whirlwind, taking most of our armor away. If we examine this guy, he is permanently weakened, which is a blessing to us, and he has a 200% resistance to poison. So any poison that we use on this guy is actually gonna heal him. He has a ton of physical armor and a ton of magic armor as well, honestly, for things at this level. So let's try to lower his magical armor a little bit. And I hit myself. Fuck. You can do it, Vayne! Be the hero we need! There is actually a blood cloud on the ground there. We could try getting a blood incarnate. We haven't done that yet. I don't really know what that means. Never really played as a summoner before. And then our wand is fire, so he won't resist that.
Focus!
But I missed. What's this do? Mosquito swarm. Unleash a swarm of giant mosquitoes to suck the blood out of your enemies, dealing physical damage and healing yourself. Well, that's a good way to get his physical armor down. All right, we even got an attack of opportunity there. He used contamination. Oh, that's gonna turn all of the... Oh, that was actually really interesting. So what contamination does is it turns all of the effects on the ground to poison. But because fire was already nearby, that poison just immediately turned into fire. So he was trying to heal himself with poison, but because we had fire on the ground, it kind of backfired on him. He doesn't have physical armor, so we can knock him down. And we can beat him the fuck up. And you know what? I am going to remove all this other poison so he doesn't heal off of it. Just take care of that right now. Buy us a little bit of time. Get a fire elemental. Hit him with a dimensional bolt, and it looks like this guy is not going to last much longer. Not going to last much longer at all. Yeah, he got beat the fuck up this turn. The murderous geist. We just got a piece of knowledge about him in our journal. We actually have a lot we need to cover. The murderous geist. We spotted a strange figure on the beach nearby. Blood and corpses surround him. Whatever's going on, perhaps you can give him a hand. The geist we encountered at the beach is dead. So we could have learned more about him, and I encourage you, if you're playing along at home, to kind of uncover what he was talking about. Because it didn't seem like what we thought a Yarrow was and what he thought a Yarrow was the same thing. That's my hint. Okay. So what does he have for gear? He has a massive upgrade of a chest piece for Walter the Paladin. We'll just go ahead and equip that. And a ring that grants us a new skill of restoration. Restoration is a healing skill, so finally our Paladin is able to restore some of his own HP. That being said, we cannot use this on Fane. Fane requires poison to heal. But...
Is it not enough that you travel with me? Must you speak too?
yes.
Go on then, bark away. Let's see if we can find any method in it.
Oh, I thought we were going to talk about our feelings after we encountered that guy, but it appears I was wrong. So, we have the shovel. I want to venture into the cave now and see if we can uncover... Oh, let's look at our chest piece, actually. Not too bad! Not looking too bad! Let's see if we can uncover, this area our little hide-and-seek friend went into in the caverns and see if there's anything to learn. An ancient stone hatch. The spear of Brachus Rex. Hey, little bud.
Go on. Don't be shy. Talk to Wither.
Wither?
Wither, this is my new friend. He's really smart. You'll like him a lot.
Please, small child, leave me to my ruminations.
But he's really nice and tall. Maybe he can even help you with that thing.
That thing.
Why, a grown friend. You brought an adult here. Good gods. Can it be? You're back. And you brought... But who's this?
So, what's going on, bud?
You! Tell me true. Stand you with the Source Hunters, or do you serve the tyrant Brachus Rex?
This island hasn't belonged to Brachus for a millennium. When we were on the beach for the first time, when we just woke up on the shore, that statue right next to where we started out at was the statue of Brachus Rex, and we greeted that by saying something along the lines of, I'm not sure why they would build a statue of a tyrant. Just to make sure you remember that. That's what I'm going to say. He hasn't been here for a millennia.
It hasn't. The Wicked King? He's dead? Strange to think it's been so long since I've been trapped here. So long since I've seen a living soul.
Why are you trapped here?
A Wicked King, it was. Brachus Rex by name. The Order of the Source Hunters discovered a great horror upon this prison isle, and I was sent to stop it. Yet my failure was absolute. I am not fit to bear the insignia of the Source Hunters any longer. Please, good sir, you must free me. Prise this spear from my chest, where it has been stuck fast for the last 1,000 years. Seize the spear. End this degradation.
Okay. Yeah, I got you, bud.
Good sir, you have set my body free. Free to crumble to dust at last. But my spirit, blast! I remain trapped in this mouldering skeleton yet.
There must be strong magic at play here.
I have heard of such magic, but have never known anyone so foul as to employ it. Brachus Rex, may maggots lace his entrails. After he interred me in this cell, he must have drawn my very soul away from me and stored it elsewhere in the fort. Thus he has bound me entirely to the mundane realm. But I know this place well. I could lead you to its likely location. In turn, you would find a path straight out of this fort. My freedom for yours.
Well.
What say you?
All right, I accept this exchange. That sounds great.
Marvelous, my friend. Marvelous. You'll first have to get inside the fort itself. There's a secret switch on a statue of the Seven in the courtyard. Surely you know it.
I've seen the statue before, definitely.
The switch will open a hatch, and you'll be led into the prison's main floor. I suspect that within Brachus's phylactery room, you will find the container which ensnares my soul. He has likely disguised it well, but search there for another hidden switch. Brachus would have made me a supplicant, a slave to these walls. With your help, I'll die. At last. With dignity.
How do you know where your soul's being kept?
I was fully briefed about this awful place before I came. My goal was to destroy the fiend who had been marshalling the world's most unwholesome weapons and magic into an army he intended to use against the realm. I never thought I would become one of his victims. And yet, here I am.
If there's nothing more you can tell me, is there anything more you can tell me about this island?
Fort Joy is a dangerous place, my friend. Dangerous indeed. Brachus used this place to build an arsenal of terrible weaponry as yet unseen in our world. Here, he and his researchers crafted punishments and snares contrary to human dignity. Objects that could contain souls, wands that could purge the very essence from sorcerers. My order would never have used such barbaric magic against our enemies.
All right, Lord Withermoore. I'm going to take my leave. Withermoore's Souls Jar. So he has a cup of tea here. I'll go ahead and take that. And a chest with an upgraded shield that I'll go ahead and equip. A decayed touch scroll and a little bit of gold, which we need every little bit that we can get at this point. Well, thanks, kid. Actually, does the kid have anything to say to us?
Wither is free! Now we can be happy! Now we can get out!
You gonna miss your friend?
Well, yeah, a lot. But he's my friend, and it's better if your friends are happy.
I was happy to help, kid. Thank you for showing him to me.
When I grow up, I want to be a hero like you. You're a real hero, not only one from a story. You finished your quest and saved the princess. Skeleton, friend. Here, take this. It'll show you how to find my secret fort and my treasure chest. So here's your last quest. If you can find a way up, you can have my treasure.
I never knew about that either. I never bothered talking to the kid. Just kind of like, hey, Lord Withermoore told us to do something. Let's piece the fuck out. Interesting. Very interesting. So we still have to free the Oh, hello. We still have to free the elf in the middle of town. I'm starting to feel confident in our abilities, and we've gotten a few upgrades today. Can I move this? Not enough space. Too high? What if we move these over? I could attack them. Just break these barricades down. Although I'm sure they're here for a reason. But I want to see what's on the other side. I'm feeling selfish. Oh, by the way, that's another great thing about this game. You can interact with the environment in that way too. Like if this box is in my way, or these barrels are in my way, just move them. It's pretty cool. Not a lot of games do that. All right, looks like we're almost through. So, what's back here? We already have some poison. That shouldn't kill us off or anything. Oh! His chest is up here. Well, I can't get to that. Not yet, anyway. Maybe later. What else is in this cave? Some poison fish and poison beer. Oh god, not more toads! Alright. You know the drill, Fane. We can take them down. We can do it, Fane. We already know we did it. We did it outside. We can fucking kill the frogs in here, too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five toads? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 toads. Okay. All right. We're just waiting for this incarnate to come off cooldown again, and then we're gonna give this a go. maybe a quick save for the road. I want to get to a spot where I can hit multiples of these. And now we're in combat. Let's go right here. Yeah, that'll do. All right, you little incarnate, get in there. Wow, we almost fully killed some of these toads with that. The flame incarnate's so crazy strong. Are these guys gonna go for high ground? What's their plan? The incarnate's actually the only one in combat! Oh, never mind. However, I can move up to the high ground here and probably hit a number of these guys with fire. Not as effective as I was hoping, but that might do the job. And then we'll back up so they don't have line of sight of me. So that poison sucks for Walter, but it's great for Fane. That is a lot of damage, though. We can summon in another flame incarnate right here. And a flame totem. And potentially shock that guy. Maybe we need another step forward. Yeah, good enough. We can keep him on the high ground. I don't think that'll be a big deal. All right. How we looking for this? Hitting 3 of them again. Beautiful. Just the best. Oh, I didn't know you could get up on that rock there. Oh, I'm on fire! What was that? That was so much lightning! Alright, I think it's time to use our new skill, our restoration. I hope it's enough to keep us alive. We can shields up here too. I don't know why everything likes attacking me more than Fane, but because that frog didn't have any physical armor, we could just knock him right down. The Incarnate's dead. Oh, we're about to take some more damage, aren't we? Yep! We can get another fire totem down. Maybe finish off this amphibian. No, it hit the wall in front of me! And we just summoned in more. Oh, we just summoned in a lot more. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It might be... Fane, it might be time to leave. It might be time to leave, Fane. Ah! I'm just gonna run for it. I'm just gonna run straight back as far as I can go. They won't chase me that far. Ah, I made more fire! Oh, that actually broke combat. So while Fane is still neck deep in this shit, at least Walter can heal up and maybe go back in for his friend. Or just leave him in there. He might be okay. That's so fucked up how strong Fane is. He might be okay. Well, the frogs are all kind of positioned in one area. We can't hit that one, but we can hit this one on the low ground. And shields up for the defense. You know what we could do is play dead. Maybe next turn. Play dead is something that's unique to Eternals. Only they have access to it. Problem is, all this poison's just being wasted and turned into fire damage. As long as I don't get ignited, though, I can just walk over here and keep healing. Ribbit. Oh, it looks like when they jump up here, some of their, oh, is he no, he's not fully stunned. I am on fire, though, so I need to avoid that poison. Summoning another totem here. I think we just back away a little bit. See what this bad boy can do. Try not to break combat entirely. Just get away from these ones that are stuck on the high ground there. All right, Walter, come back in. Be a little subtle about it, huh? Let's use our sneak to get in there. Can we actually get in? Nope, can't get in range to do anything fancy, but we're back in the fight. And we can help Fane out a little bit, hopefully. Set this guy on fire. Hit him with the shield. Maybe hit him with the knockdown too. Too far away. All right, we'll move up. We'll take some aggro off of Fane for a couple turns. These guys still stuck up there. All right, knockdown. And then I'm gonna go finish this guy off with some melee attacks. Try to anyway. God, I wish we could get to the point where we could heal off of this fire damage. That would be fantastic. Wow, you jumped right in for Fane! Motherfucker's brave. This guy has no fear. Seriously, it's crazy how much stronger Fane is than our main character. That feels so shitty. I wanted him to be strong. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Getting a little worried about Walter right now, actually. We can't see that guy because we're stuck in smoke. But let's just take a step out of that and we should be fine. Gonna try to finish him. Which we got no problem. And then back Fane out of the fight next turn. Oh god, all the frogs are moving forward though. Ah! No! Okay. Okay, we're weak. We shouldn't be out of this. I know I had 2 healing potions. There they are. Consume. Consume. Restore. And ignition! You'll never take me alive! We can shield throw this too. Nice, killed the 2 next to me. Oh man, we're still taking so much damage. Ah! No! Please! 1 HP! No! He didn't make it. No, we avenge Walter. We don't run. We avenge Walter.
Glory is mine.
The elementals are up. I can't rest in combat, right? Alright, we let these motherfuckers come to me. The Incarnate is alive, and he's gonna be out for blood. 2 AP to walk, 2 AP to burn. I think we potentially can end this fight next turn. Just we need to move the Incarnate up, and then we need to move Fane up behind it. We can taunt this thing. Oh, blocked by physical. I forgot. Oh, he's the one leaving now! Now you're scared, you little frog! You're the one leaving now! I'll get you up, Walter. You're not gonna die here.
Glory is mine.
We can actually stay out of range of this frog and probably finish him off. Just with those totems. I mean, it doesn't even have to be an elemental one. We could just summon it in as long as it can attack the high ground. And remember, this guy's stuck up here. He poisoned Fane! He's healing Fane! Yeah! Go ahead, soak it up, Fane. You earned it. Jeez, that was quite the battle. All right, Walter. Suck it up, bud. You'll live to fight another day.